leading to this press briefing today. As you may know, this is still an ongoing investigation, so I'm going to let Detective George Sattler come up and brief you all. Also here with us today is Detective Dave O'Neill, so I'll let Detective Sattler brief you all.
Stand back just a step because come to the mic, but she was like right up against. Yeah.
Okay.
Just speak there. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Detective George Sattler. We're here today for an ongoing death investigation into the death of Jordan Bozich. We wanted you to come to the scene because we have a lot of misinformation that was out there and wanted to clarify it. We also wanted to get any witness or any potential witness to come forward that might have seen anything that evening in the early hours of May 14th between 2:30 and 3 o'clock a.m. This is in the rear of the 100 block of Capitol Avenue off of West Liberty Avenue. We had some information. We actually responded to a male down in the rear of 109 Capitol Avenue. He was injured, and when the police got here, he was listed in critical condition, transported from the scene. Within a few days, he passed away at the hospital, and the medical examiners ruled the death undetermined at this point. We are waiting for toxicology to come back, which could be in upwards of a couple months. So in the meantime, our investigation stalled at this point, and we wanted anybody, again, that was outside that evening, possibly going to the pizza establishment that was open, possibly the BP that's on the corner here, that saw anything or heard anything, or even anybody that didn't see anything or didn't hear anything. That's just as important to rule out anything.
All right, we'll open it up for a couple of questions.
George, do you have any information about a friend of Mr. Bozich's being with him at the time and then possibly taking off at the time?
No.
This incident?
The information is he was alone when this possible incident occurred.
Surveillance footage that could have helped you guys out?
There is surveillance footage. We're not releasing that at this time, but it only puts the victim's car up here with its lights on. So he actually leaves his car that was parked right behind me with its lights on, and he's actually found or observed by a witness running through the rear yard of 109 alone, and he ends up falling in that yard.
So he was fine.
Yes, approximately 2 or 3 buildings away. He's observed by a witness running in that yard, not being chased by anybody, and falling in the back of that yard on some cement pad.
So is that a private residence then, basically?
Private residence, two apartments, and a business.
Is this now safe to call this a murder investigation or a homicide? I mean, he didn't do it to himself, right? I mean, right?
No, it's possible. It's a death investigation at this point. That's why it's undetermined. If somebody would come forward to say that he was assaulted or that witnessed an assault, then then undetermined would change to a homicide investigation. He did die of blunt force trauma, but it is possible that blunt force trauma was done by himself.
2 more questions.
Any chance that any of his items were missing? I mean, his vehicle was found on. Anything missing from the car or his person?
We recovered a few items from him, but there is also other items that are missing. Whether he himself discarded them up in the wooded area. We were here on 3 or 4 different occasions with metal detectors, rakes, so on and so forth, trying to find anything that was lost or might have helped us in the investigation, and it turned up negative. We didn't find anything.
Did you find a cell phone?
Yes, we did recover a cell phone, and we're in a process of going through that cell phone.
You said there's a lot of misinformation out there, and I'm wondering your characters of misinformation. One of the things that I think a lot of us have heard initially was that it was possible that he had been beaten.
I think that information was out there because he died from blunt force trauma. I think everybody jumps to the conclusion when somebody dies of blunt force trauma, they assume if it wasn't a suicide that he was beaten.
So you're saying, yeah, clarify that a little bit, George. So if I'm understanding this correctly, is it a suspicious death investigation, or is it just a death investigation?
Death investigation.
So I mean, there's no determination in terms of, I mean, he could have accidentally fallen.
Correct.
Done this. He
could have also been assaulted.
Right.
That's why we want somebody to come forward. And again, if it's as long as somebody comes forward, if they didn't see anything, that's as important as if they saw something.
What was the biggest piece of misinformation? I mean, what was the most important thing to clarify?
The media released immediately he was assaulted or he was beaten. We do not know that at this point. We don't have anything to say that, but again, that's why we want witnesses and people to come forward.
Okay, thank you all so much for coming today. We appreciate it.
Yes.
SATLER.
The George Comics spelling?
Yes.
Yes, detective?
Yes.
How much division do you work?
Homicide. Well, major crimes. We don't call it homicide anymore.
Do you guys know what he was doing?
Yes.
Do you know what he was doing?
Well,
Is it true that he was in the pizza shop?
He was there earlier in the night, but he had come back here. We don't know why.
And where is the pizza shop in relation? Is it right there?
The pizza shop is this white building.
Okay.
So thank you all so much for coming. We appreciate your time and coverage